I bought a comic book collection. Let's go. Alright guys, stick around until the end of the video so you know how you can win my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. What's up everyone, my name is Steve from Berkfamily 54 Comics, and I finally bought a comic book collection. That was one of my goals for the year, was to finally buy a comic book collection, and I got a call from my brother-in-law that said one of his co-workers had a comic book collection from when they were a kid that they were willing to sell, to get rid of. And I said, that sounds great. I can't wait to see what it is, or see what's in it. So he linked me up with the seller, and I went over to his house to see what he has. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show off a clip of montage of some of the books that are in this collection. Let's go. All right, guys, so he was talking about how many books were in his collection. He said he had around several hundred books or so. And I want to say there's actually around 100 books in here, mostly 90s stuff. I knew that it was going to be 90s. The seller was around my age, and he said he was collecting when he was a kid. There's some pretty good books here and there, but like I said, mostly 90s stuff, lots of Superman, Spider-Man, X-Men, there's some Hulk in there, some Wolverine, some pretty interesting stuff. I am enjoying finally buying my first comic book collection, and obviously I would have liked to have like the biggest collection possible to get, but this is kind of a manageable first comic book collection that I'm buying, and I'm pretty happy with the purchase. All right guys, so we're back at my house, and I'm going to show off some of the books, or some of the more bigger books I would say that are in a collection. I will say most of them obviously are around cover price or $1 or 50 cents. And so I went ahead and I made a stack of books that I think are either cool or worth some money. This book here, this probably would have been a $20 or $30 book if it didn't have the damage, because this is, I believe this is the gold variant for Uncanny X-Men 303. But as you can see, there's, you know, stain on the bottom, there's a rip there. So that's probably more just like $1 or 2. This one is cool. This is a Liefeld cover, Wolverine number 154. Unfortunately, I did not find Wolverine 155 when I was going through the collection, but it's still a really, really cool Wolverine book or cover. Sticking with Wolverine, we also have Wolverine number 48, just another really cool cover. And like I said, there's a ton of X-Men and Wolverine in this collection. You can't have any X-Men books without getting X-Men Adventures number 1. This one's in a pretty nice condition as well. I think the last couple books I showed, they're all around $5, maybe $8. This book, I don't think it's worth very much, but it's in great condition. And with The Mandalorian doing really well right now, I could see maybe this being one of those books that everyone wants to get. This is Classic Star Wars The Early Adventures number 9. Just a pretty cool Mandalorian there on the cover. I mean, that's got to be Boba Fett, right? It's got to be. Let me know in the comments if this is someone else that I don't know. And then, obviously the 90s, we knew that the DC and Marvel, they crossed over. We got the, what is it? The Amalgam, whatever. Iron Lantern number 1. That's just a cool cover. I know this was a pretty cool event that they did, so I just thought that was a cool cover. We have this book. I looked on eBay and it was kind of all over the board, whether it was, you know, $3, $10, $30, I don't know. But this book is in pretty great condition. I don't see any spine ticks on it. We got the Savage Dragon number 1. I didn't see like this cover hardly at all on eBay, so I don't know if that's rare or what. I don't know anything about the Savage Dragon, but I can tell you that this book, it needs a press, but after that, I think it's probably a 9.6, 9.8 candidate for sure. Next up, we got The Flash number 53. Just a cool cover with him and Superman. Everyone knows I like The Flash. And in this book, you know, this is another book that the prices were all over the board. This needs a press, but this is, I think this is the Return of the Sinister Six. Spider-Man number 334. So, if you can tell, most of these books are not bagged and boarded. Most of the books that you're going to find in collections I feel like if there are older collections, a lot of the books are probably not going to be bagged and boarded, which is fine. I'll bag and board the ones that are, I'll probably bag and board all of them, honestly, but definitely Milo are the books that are worth more. Next one up, we got Detective Comics number 531, just another cool Batman book. Here you go, this one is for DJ Lynx with those clowns on the cover. Okay, next one up is another one of those books that I just seen the prices all over the place. I think this is pretty sweet. Andy Kubert cover. This is X-Men number 28 with Sabretooth there on the cover. I think this was around a $10 book or so, average. And this book, I mean, it's in near mint condition, I'd say. Maybe a 9.0 or 9.2. Might be VF or near mint. I don't know. I don't see any spine ticks, but a little bit something by the Staples. I don't know. Just a cool cover though. Sabretooth and Jean Grey, I think it's Jean Grey. Okay. All right, so now we're getting into some of the books that are a little bit bigger. I mean, none of these books are crazy, honestly. I didn't see any super hot first appearances. Okay, I actually mispriced this one. I thought this was like a $100 book. Turns out it's more like a $5 or $10 book. So messed up there when I was pricing it in my head and going through it all and whatnot. This is Wonder Woman number 1. Thought this was like a $100 book. It's more like I said, a $5 or $10 book. That's all right. Pretty cool book. Next up we got is The Amazing Spider-Man number 362. Second print. I think this is the second appearance of Carnage. It's probably like a 8.5, 9.0, somewhere in there. Next up we got Maximum Carnage Spider-Man Unlimited number 1. This book is probably like an 8.5, maybe more like a 7.5. I don't know. Still a cool book. Then we have Wolverine number 119. I think it's just another one of those $5 or $10 books. But the best book that I found in the whole collection, it's not in great condition, but it's a killer cover. And it was kind of hot, when the Venom movie came out. I still think it's a book that everyone wants to try to get. This is The Bride of Venom number 3. So this is probably like a $30 book in its current condition because there's a whole bunch of, I don't know if you can see it, a whole bunch of spine ticks there on the side. Really, there's only like 1 or 2, there's a couple on the back. I'd probably put this in like a 7 or 8.0. So still like a $30 book or so, I'd say. But so that's a collection. There's about 100 books in there or so. I showed off some of them. I am going to tell you how much I paid. I paid $100 for this collection, and for it being my very first collection, I think it's a pretty good price for an entry-level collection. My very first one that I'm trying to buy and flip, so I can make some money off of it, so I can buy something else that I do want. I think it's a pretty good collection. I know that the seller was happy to sell it to me. I think $100 is good. I was pricing up all these books, and most of them for the most part around $3 to $1, somewhere in there. So I think I did all right. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of this collection that I bought. Would you have paid $100 for it? All of that and more. Again, my name is Steve from Berkfamily 54 Comics. Thank you everyone for watching. And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin time. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I am doing a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away a Batman 24 in a 9.8, and Venom 25 second print in a 9.8, and a TMNT Last Ronin number 1. Make sure you go over to my 2,000 subscriber giveaway video, enter there, and make sure you're entered before I get to 2,100 subscribers.